Alright, so he's going to, for his first free move, actually I'm going to have him here. First free. I'm going to interact with this token here. I'm going to interact with a token, see? Box 6 on the table. I'm reading lost and found. We're going to search it, see? Box is filled with items left behind by previous guests. Inside it, you find a useful trinket. Gain the Elder Sign Pendant. Common item, then discard this for...
This keeps showing up in like every scenario we play.
It does. Roll one additional die while evading a monster. Why would I want to evade a monster, see? And then we're going to have him use his second movement action. Where I'm going to move over here and investigate the door here. See? Open the door, see? Yes, I'm going to be doing that a lot. And we can confirm. When I would play this guy before, when we were doing it on that one session where we had Alice Doma here, I kept talking that way. And I was treating it as if I was role-playing the gangster. And I was ignoring Alice's attempt to coach us and how to play it the instant win way. Where I just wanted to explore and do shit. But I'm doing things my own way, see? What the sword's doing. Those rooms explore. Always stretches out before you with 2 numbered doors on one side. Discard the explore token and place the interior hall and walls as indicated. So we need 2 walls. One's a portrait and the other is like a shelf.
Yeah, the walls are basically used because these tiles have pre-printed doors on them, and the walls just cover up where doors aren't actually being used this scenario.
Yep. Also, I believe I believe we did not introduce our characters.
We didn't. We'll get to that in a moment. See, because I forgot. See. Always starts before you with 2 numbers. Door number 201. Hit the brass doorknob and keyhole. You think you hear someone moving around inside the room. The door token is indicated. This door number 202 is a brass doorknob and a keyhole. Wood flooring just outside the room is stained red. Placing explore token is indicated.
That's probably a good sign.
I think that's where they died. See?
No, I don't see. It's in another room.
Sorry, before we begin. We're gonna come back over here. See? We're gonna start. Temu, we'll start with you. Tell us about your character.
Okay, so I'm playing as Ashcan Pete, who is a drifter. He's a wanderer, and he's got his trusty companion, Duke the dog. He's a good boy. Pete's pretty balanced in most of his stats, doesn't really excel in anything, but he's also doesn't have any major weaknesses outside of pretty low influence. He's not that good at talking to people. But that's what Duke's here for. Duke is really handy because at the start of Pete's turn, he gets a free trade action, basically wherever he wants. So he can either send Duke out to trade items with other people or to pick stuff off the ground. You could send him to go fetch. Anyway, Pete's got a little bit of a backstory. At night, Ashcan Pete sleeps wherever his travels take him, in a field, on a train, or maybe if he's lucky, in a barn. He bunks with his loyal hound dog Duke on one side and his beat-up guitar on the other. And sometimes when Ashcan Pete sleeps, he dreams. He dreams of haunted, tortured places and of horrible creatures. When he wakes up, he knows that someone needs his help because his dreams are true. He could not say how long he's been on the road, living by his wits, but he can say for certain no place is too far to go to help someone in need. And as long as Pete can help people, he is not likely to stop wandering anytime soon.
Basically, the typical drifter makes me think of a lot of cowboys, other such individuals. And you notice that Pete has horrible influence.
Yep.
He will not be the one talking to people.
No, I'll leave that to you guys.
And Pete has 7 health and 7 sanity, so they are in the middle of the road. Then we have Mr. McGlynn, see? The gangster. Whenever a monster is defeated, become focus. Focus basically means you can turn all magnifying glass symbols into elder sign symbols, which is a success. He has 9 health, 5 sanity. He has 5 strength, 3 agility, 4 observation, 2 lore, 3 influence, and 4 will. He is pretty much a fighter, essentially speaking. If there's monsters about, he's going to be the one forefront, just blinding it away with this Tommy gun here. And here's a fun fact. I'm going to show you guys this right now, because this is silly that this is even in the fucking game. Give me a second to find it. Look at this fucking thing.
It's minigun, you know? Just a minigun.
Get in there. Doesn't want to go in. Get in there. Oh, because there, it's back in there now. That's funny. All right. Story so far. Michael McGlenn considers himself the problem solver. Federal authorities consider Michael McGlenn a dangerous criminal and a member of organized crime. McGlenn does not really care what other people think. After his good friend and business associate Louis was dragged into the water by some horrible creature, McGlenn took it upon himself to deliver a healthy amount of payback to things that go bump in the night. He seeks out strange places haunted by the supernatural and by terrible beasts. Once there, he proceeds to solve the problem. Typically, McGlenn finds that dynamite or Tommy gun are the best ways to get results. All right, StarSkunk, tell us about your character.
So I am Dexter Drake, the magician. I'm more of the book smart of the group here. Not quite as physically strong, but I'm very, very sane, at least for now. Once per round, when I gain a spell, I can become focused again, meaning that any search icons become successes, become elder sign icons. As far as my stats, pretty low on everything except lore and influence. So, when it comes to, book smarts and talking to people, I'm a little better than the rest of the group. So I will probably be the one talking to people and dealing with the lore. As far as the story so far, Dexter Drake returned from the Great War to become a successful magician, enthralling audiences with his elaborate illusions and cunning stage tricks. Despite his meteoric success, Dexter always longed to discover true magic. This desire soon led him into the reserved section of a dust-filled shop dedicated to obscure books. There, he found a burnt and torn fragment of the Necronomicon itself. Intrigued by this ancient piece of occult knowledge, Dexter began to use his wealth in search of the truth about ancient lore, and what he found horrified him. His delving into the arcane eventually led him to a variety of investigations, where he's discovered a great evil that will soon rise. He knows that he may well be the only person with the ability to stop this evil from swallowing the entire world.
Yes.
So he actually has a bit of insider knowledge,
Yes.
knowledge that he should not have.
No, definitely not. All right.
All right. And so speaking of Dexter, Dark, I believe your turn is over.
Yep, that is my turn. Also, as a footnote, if you're inside a room like this, if you see the door icon separating between yourself and another entity, that is considered out of range. Cannot target
Blocks
through
line of sight.
doorways.
Yep.
Star, if it's okay with you, I would suggest that you actually take the next turn here, because I'd like to show off a couple other possible actions you can take.
All right. So,
So,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no,
one thing I
go
was going to suggest here is that there is this person in the room with us, and one of the things you can do is you can talk with NPCs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in this case, Dexter will go up to the front desk and have a talk with the proprietor of this establishment.
Good day, the hotel manager greet you with a smile that you can tell is forced. How may I be of assistance? See, if you see icon choices here to have this symbol, means this will consume one action.
We saw the police around here this morning. What happened?
Oh yes, a terrible tragedy, the hotel manager answered. One of our guests passed last night, but rest assured everything is in order and we are still open for business.
Well, that was nothing. Before you take your second action, because you are allowed to talk with him again for your second action, another thing you can do is your character is a spellcaster. He really wants to cast spells because every time you cast a spell, you actually you flip it over, you do what it says, and then you will typically discard that and gain a new copy of it. And whenever Dexter gains a new spell, which that would count as gaining a spell, you become focused, which is really good. So one thing you can do, if you'd like, is you can cast Implant Suggestion on myself to allow me to take an action, and then you'll resolve whatever it says on the other side.
Because of the homebrew, you can also cast it on yourself if you. But it would require you to use the action. But it would be like a weird way to waste an action because you just get the action back anyway.
Yeah. You know what? I will cast the spell on Temu.
All right.
Okay.
So before you flip over the cord,
you
flip over the cord, they take their action first, then you flip over.
Then I flip it. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it usually doesn't matter too much, but yeah. Anyway, so
order of operations.
I am not so good at talking. Pete, no talk good. So he's instead going to go off looking for other clues. So we're going to explore west here, I think.
Or is the science
Go west, young man.
Explore.
How young do you think he is?
Door opens onto a dark alley. Discard the Explorer token and place the alley 2 tentacle tile as indicated.
The symbol just indicates the set that the tiles are from.
Tiles in, yep.
Because there's a bunch of expansions for this game.
Alley opens onto a street corner. Place a site token. Nondescript door leads into the building across the alley from the hotel. You can see the door, the outline of a small slot at eye level. Someone inside to look out. Place an Explorer token as indicated. A man in dirty clothes and suspenders is loudly banging on the door. I told you we ain't open yet! A voice hollers from the inside.
That sounds fine.
Man outside gives up his banging, pulls out a cigarette and lights it up. He spots you through a puff of smoke. Look at what we have here, the man says, cigarette bouncing on his lips. He saunters in your direction. Look like you're looking for a good time. I bet a finally dressed individual like yourself can afford a good time, or at least can afford to not have a very bad time. He reaches in the pocket, pulls out a pistol, races at you menacingly. And though you are valuable, spawn a higher gun is indicated.
Oh, we've got our first enemy.
Oh, well, that went great.
It's all right. We've got some tools to deal with that.
And the way I like to do this is because I just like to have the portrait token thing, not using the figurines.
Because... Oh, not using the figurine. That's fine. We can. I can spawn a new one.
Yeah, not using the figurines mostly because they tend to get in the way when you're trying to look at the art or other symbols, and they're just kind of a nuisance, honestly. Because now you can see our gun, flip it over, and it tells you about it. Financial gain is the most important factor in moral decisions, or a man becomes the worst sort of monster. One space into the explored area.
Well, he's going to come after us one way or the other, so I might as well take the free movement to pop in there.
Right. There's one free action. Now, StarSkunk, flip the card.
The connection pulls at your mind like a tether. Lore 2.
Because of the manuscript, you roll 6 dice.
So essentially, the symbol is what you're testing.
Over here.
The number is your target. So you want to get 2 successes with this test.
You also direct the direction that the dice go in by hitting any of these arrows first. You get 3 successes, so you pass.
And it was a 2 check. Yep. So.
Yep, so you've
All
passed the
right.
test.
So if I pass, my mind reorders itself. I may discard 1 improvement to improve 1 other skill of my choice. I do not have any improvements, I don't believe.
You do not.
So discard and gain another implant suggestion.
So just flip it
Yep.
over, place it back in here, pick it up, go on mouse, just take it around to flip, shuffle it, pull out another card. And you gain
Just pull quickly. Yep.
and you gain this.